What's going on? I know I haven't been on here in a while, and I was gonna go on my other channel, but I decided that as this is not really reality TV content, that I was gonna put it here instead. As y'all know, my birthday was last week, and I decided to take some time off of work it was badly needed time off of work. And, I had a feeling that when I took this time off of my job, that I was going to come back into the job and it was going to be a mess when I come back. Because it's a mess all the time. It's a mess 24/7. Like anytime that I am working this job, it's a mess. It's disorganized. My management is a mess. The clients are sometimes ridiculous. So I was off for about a week. So you would think if you're off of a job for a week, first we had meetings. We had multiple meetings before I left the job. And the meetings were about what coverage do I need. It's called cases, but cases are people. And pretty much it's a population of people who have difficulties with a lot of things, whether it is scheduling transportation appointments or whether it is getting them connected with doctors or specialists or behavioral health specialists or helping them advocate for their needs. We're always doing things like helping them apply for Social Security, SSI, SSD. There's just a lot of things that we work on with these people. They're people. Management calls them cases, but they're actually people with a tremendous amount of needs. So I've spoken about this before. My caseload was doubled 2 months ago, and an additional person was added as an assistant to me that allegedly was going to do 50% of the work, so that it wouldn't be really like I was getting a doubled caseload. It was just more like there's more cases, but I have half the things to do with them. I said I see many potential problems with that. They told me I'm being negative by pointing those things out. So, as I was expecting, this person is not doing half of the work. So I leave for a week. This other person is on my caseload. I get back and check my Outlook inbox when I come back to work and see that I was loaded up with emails during the time that I was out. This person needs this. This person needs that. What is coverage for if you're not doing anything while I'm away? First of all, what is the person who's actually co-assigned to my caseload? Because it's not my caseload alone anymore. There's two people on the caseload and we co-manage all the cases. So why are you emailing me while I'm off when you have somebody there who is one of the two people who is on the caseload, and you're emailing me while I'm not even there and saying, oh, Mark, I hope you're having a good trip. This and this and this needs to be done. Please ensure that you get this done as soon as you get back. What? Where do they do that at? When I'm back, I have active things that I am working on. Currently, I'm catching up. I should not have a to-do pile of things that should have been done for me while I was off. That's what coverage is for. That's what it means to have coverage. Coverage is not reaching out to them and asking them what they need, and then dropping me an email and say, get that done as soon as possible when you get back. They laid out my schedule for me. I have a job that we create our own schedules. They decided to call these people that I wasn't going to be able to see last week and create a schedule for me this week that squeezes all those people in, where I manage my own schedule, where I see like 4 or 5 people a day. They're making it so instead of them covering and seeing those people while I was away, oh, let's just put it in the schedule that he's going to see 10 people for the day instead of the 5 that he would normally set himself up with. I got a contact this morning. Mark, this is a priority. You have to go to this person's house, spend an hour there doing a Social Security application appeal. Bring your computer over to their house because this is an emergency. So I go and I check my notes. Let's see when they figured out when this emergency happened. October 2nd. It is October 10 today. October 2nd was my birthday. I was off that day. So if it was a time-sensitive emergency, and it happened 8 days ago when I was off, why did somebody not take care of it before I got back? Tell me that. Every one of these jobs that I have been a part of over the past 10 years since working in this mental health field does BS like this. And then they make it seem like I am problematic for telling them that it's BS. I am not problematic. And in between this BS that takes place, I still have to calm myself down. I was just with somebody like right after this argument that I had with my management. I was just with somebody. I got to his house. I got to his place early. I sat in my car for like 10 minutes. Woo-sighing. Because I'm like, he didn't do anything to me. So I don't want to give him a version of myself that is compromised because of what's being done to me behind the scenes. But I shouldn't have to do that. The job is hard enough as it is. These things are common courtesies. Just because I put this thing around my neck does not mean that you could just do anything and treat me any type of way. Have not ever tolerated that. Will not ever tolerate that. And I'm very close to doing what I'm comfortable with doing, which is getting on up out of there. The only reason that I would do it if I knew that I had the funds to survive. Like, y'all are bugging. I'm out. Like, now. I've done it before. I did it in January. That's the reason why. That's the only reason they still have me here, was because of a lapse that I had between 2 jobs, where one job was promised to me, which was this one that I'm at right now, and they had a hiring freeze after offering me the job. So the money was a little bit behind, but off of the principle of this, I don't like that. I don't like that. And there's no amount of gaslighting that you could do to make me think that it's a me problem. And then I also said, what makes one person's problem a priority for me to handle over another? Because I've been spoken to before and told, oh, Mark, you have to drop everything and help this person with this. And I'm like, I have a schedule lined up of my own. This person needs this one needs this one needs that. I use my discretion and I balance it out the best way that I can. So what makes you, as supervision, be able to tell me oh, such and such reached out and they said they need their application for medical transportation and they need it now. So F everything else you're doing right now. Drop everything and help this person with this thing right now. Y'all see me when I get on this live. I'll be on here for a few minutes. The phone is ringing. My Teams is buzzing. My Outlook is going. It's going right now. I'm just ignoring it. I'm ignoring it. Actually, right now, I'm headed home quickly and headed back out because I have a medical appointment, because I pushed my own medical needs to the side for this job, which is not going to be a trend that I'm going to continue at all. Yeah, if you my supervisor told me that they were on the phone with my client for an hour. If you have the time to sit on the phone with my client for an hour, you could have just gone through that SSA appeal yourself, because you have an hour on your hands, apparently. That's crazy. Of course they would make me pick up the slack. Lisa, they would definitely they already make me pick up the slack. They make me pick up the slack while he's here. So if he was off, it would just be like, oh, Mark, double down. Do this visit for him. Finish this thing for him. Why is YouTube showing me at 0, but I see comments? This is crazy. Don't do whatever again, Vicky. And they always talk about person-centered care. They always talk about us as employees taking care of our mental health. How? You are putting me in positions to compromise and jeopardize my mental health. My mental health is not good right now based on this. I don't feel good right now. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. This person needs to go to the hospital. Of course. Oh, are you available for a quick 3-way call? No, I'm not. No, I am not available. This is my lunch break. I don't even take breaks anymore. This time in the car, from place to place, this is my break. This is the only break I get. God forbid I actually take my actual break. The whole world's gonna come to an end. I had one of my clients tell me that he missed his, it's my fault that he missed his appointment because I didn't pick up my phone. This program is not, how do I want to say this? I'm not a home health aide. I'm not like a home health aide or a caretaker. That's not my job here. Our program has a goal of helping these people achieve independence. So we're not supposed to just do everything for them. We're actually supposed to teach them how to do it themselves and get them to a point of self-sufficiency where we graduate them from the program. But management just wants to keep the number on there so we can just continuously bill them forever. Oh, if they want this, give them this. If they want that, give them that. I had a client, we call them members. I had a member basically verbally abused me the last time I went to her apartment. She said some crazy things to me to where I left that meeting. I was like, I'm not staying in here and listening to this. I'm out. I tell my management about that. My management literally says, this person is a big teddy bear that is misunderstood. Okay, she's a big racist teddy bear that is allowed to say crazy out of pocket things and still have somebody here helping her. Please. I'm not that person who's going to tolerate this. I am not that person, I promise you. I'm just at this point figuring out the best way to address this. I'm just at this point trying to figure that out. That's it. Because I know my limits, and every one of them has been pushed. Every single one of them. I don't put my house above the job. I don't put the job above my house. If there's one thing I like to do always, it's to say no. People get to know that about me. Anyways, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. It's easy to say things on paper. I always call my management like glorified customer service agents. Because they're always on this, the customer is always right BS. And they are not always right. They are certainly not always right. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. Oh, now I need gas in the car. I'm hoping I have enough to get myself home. I think I do. Apologize for the silence. I'm still trying to woosah at this point. I'm still trying to woosah. Because I'm angry. I have like eczema, and it breaks out during stress. And I've had this breakout for like 2 months. It's a job. It's a job that's causing that. It's not okay. It is not okay. What time is it? What time is it? Nah, it's not touching E. It has about 30 miles. 35 miles, it says. And I'm like 2 miles from my house. Get to these comments in a minute. I'm thankful I'm not the person I used to be, because I would have already said something crazy to them. At this point, I don't want to mess my money up, but at the same time, wildin'. $11.59. Shouldn't have to be the person to tolerate abuse. All right, I think I'm at like a 7. I was at a 12. I think I'm at like a 7 right now. I was trying to hold myself off from experiencing a panic attack. That's why I was quiet. Because that's what happens when I get really angry. Not good for my health. But I have learned to breathe and to talk it out a little bit. Coping techniques. Okay. I'm worried about getting back to work because the dollar sign, the company makes it worth more to them. They don't care. It's like, it's not even just this company, because people always are quick to tell me, oh, go somewhere else, try another company. Like, I am 37 years old. I started working when I was 18. I've been to enough companies that I've experienced the same ish over and over to know, like, it's not even on the company. I'm not even going to put it on the company. I am going to put it on the company to an extent, but all companies do this. It's not one that is special and another one that is not. Like, oh, if I get to this other company, they're not going to do it. I gotta just run my own stuff, man. I gotta just run my own business, because this ain't for me. This ain't for a person like me. Turn on the can't support. Right? How can you support somebody else? Hi. Can I get $25 on 9, please? Okay. Thank you. Every client is a glowing dollar sign, so they don't want to actually help. The system promotes us babying these people. They don't want them off. I just met with a couple of new people that they put on my caseload yesterday. I asked them what needs they had, and I asked them why they signed up for my service. They told me that they don't need anything. I went through all these things that were listed in their care plan, and they were like, that's interesting. I don't need that stuff. I don't know why that's in my care plan. They have a way that this program is supposed to function on paper. It's supposed to function like this on paper. But in theory, but in practice, they just want us to do whatever is necessary to just build the crap out of these people, because you can bill their Medicaid unlimited. The last two companies, same thing. They rake off of these people's Medicaid dollars. Yeah, they don't want to fix the problem. They want us to be the auto mechanic. They want us to be the auto mechanic and the used car salesman. Convince these people that they need us, and convince them that they need us forever. Oh, don't worry about scheduling your doctor's appointment. I'm going to call and do that for you. Oh, instead of me giving you the number for your transportation company and explaining how you use that service, I'm going to do it for you. You want me to cook you dinner? You want me to help you wipe your ass? Got you. We're not even supposed to be doing half the things that we're doing. I'm checking with people to make sure they're taking their insulin. That has nothing to do with my job. Me sitting in there while you use your blood pressure machine, nothing to do with my job. I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. That is not even in my scope of services. What are you telling me? You all have expanded the hell out of what case management is supposed to be. Nobody else is going to say that because they're like, I don't want to lose my job. I just want to keep getting money. So whatever they tell me case management is, that's what it is. No, I'm going to tell you every time, that is not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility. It's not what I signed up for. Some of the stuff you're saying is not even legal. I shouldn't even legally be doing that. So I'm not going to do it. If you want to push me on that, let's talk to the state of New York. People have been asking me if my job has a union. They're lucky they don't have a union. If they had a union, this whole company would be shut down. For real. If they had a union. This team meeting that we just had this morning, wild illegal stuff being thrown around in that meeting. And when you figure that business out, Lisa, let me know. I run into people who don't know how they can get help. Imagine you're just coming back from a vacation. You come back and you see all this stuff on your calendar of all these different houses that you have to go, which is double the amount that you usually go to. Go here, 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 here. I complained about that a little bit, but then I said, you know what, okay. You didn't do those visits for me, that's fine. I'm going to just run around in this car and go to all these different people that you have scheduled me to see instead of seeing them yourself. Then you tell me I need to go to this particular person's house with a computer and sit there for an hour to help them with an appeal process. I tell you, I have so many visits today that it is impossible for me to give this person an hour. We are not a service where we are required to be at anybody's house for any hour. That would be a courtesy and a luxury for that person. I'm not required to sit there for an hour. I have zero time requirement. The time we spend at each person's house is at our personal discretion, based on what they need and based on how much time that we have available. Because we are the ones who structure our own schedules. So how can you tell me that this person is a priority over all the other people that I see, and to drop everything, take my hour, adjust all my other appointments with all these other people who have active needs, and shorten all of those ones to make sure that I get this thing done with this person today that A, you could have done, B, that appeal is not even due today. This person has until November the 10th to that appeal. It is right now October the 10th. But instead of being like, okay, I'm going to let you like settle back into the job and catch back up with what you need to catch up on. Oh no, you got to drop everything and finish this appeal right now because the member is like agitated that this thing is not done. What does that got to do with me? I haven't even met this person before. It's just a name on my caseload. Matter of fact, I went to go meet with that person last week. Went to their house. I rang the doorbell. They didn't open the door. They said their anxiety was too high to open the door.